What is up, everyone, and welcome to Mark Talk Sport. Today, we are sorry about the cough. I have a cold, so there will be times where I sound very nasally. I do apologise. I've already tried to record this 3 times, but because of the cold, it's just not happening. So, today we're going to be discussing, as it was announced about 10 minutes before, an hour before this recording, Reading have released their retain list and their release list for the upcoming next season of what they've done to people's contracts. We will also be going through, as you can see by the thumbnail as well, a deep dive into the manager search and who is currently available and who are favourites to be Reading managers. So let's carry on with this, shall we? Before we get into anything, there is a little rant I would like to have before we do anything, and this is particularly down to the Reading fans. You guys have been amazing all throughout the season, all throughout the campaign, but your need and criticism needs to be sort of thought through just a little bit more than what you guys are doing at the moment. So let's go off with startly with the season ticket prices. Yes, they have gone up. We all knew that was going to happen. No matter what league we were going to be in, it was always going to happen. We have the same season ticket prices for the past 10 plus years, and we are still the cheapest season ticket price in League One. Doesn't matter where we are, what we're doing, we're still the cheapest. We can't sustain the future proof of this club if our season tickets are as low as what they are. Is it hard? Absolutely. Is the timing of it great? No. Do I think people will come back with the prices? Probably not. You have the option then to buy tickets on the day or when you want, or buy a half-season ticket if we're doing well in December. But the club have had to do it. Please use your brain a little bit more because it had to be done. It had to be doing it. Also, I've just realised I haven't explained this, the setup. This is new. I've tried something new. I've got a new camera that I'm trying for the first time, and new background. That is a fake candle, by the way. Did I turn that even off? No, I didn't even turn it off last night. Not that I need to, it's fake. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I'm doing. If you watched my live stream I did the other day, focus, thank you. The other day on the wrestling channel, you will know that I get distracted really easily, really quickly. So that happens quite a lot. I'm looking to do maybe some more live streams in the future on other channels as well. Anyway, back to my rant. Yeah, so you need to think about it more. Is it ideal? No, but at the same time, it had to be done. No matter the league, no matter the division, no matter what we were doing, it had to be done because of where we are and what we're doing and where we're going. It had to go up so we could be able to do things in the future. And they need to all sort out everything else around the club, but they start off with that and then work their way around to doing more in the future as well. So that I have no problem with whatsoever. Manager search, we're going to get into that. And people wanted the player retain list. You need to wait. We need to have an understanding of who could be our next manager, which I think why I'm doing this video quickly, because I feel like that's coming inbound of what could happen with the players we're keeping or releasing. Or the new person that comes in will not be a manager, it will be a head coach. And they will just concentrate on the day-to-day of the players, helping them grow and doing things for the future and then go from there. That's how I feel like it's going. So please stop going on about it now and just enjoy. Right, what we're now going to do now is we're going to do my normal love share of the share screen, and we're going to have a look through what Reading have released today, and we're going to go through them of what I think that is right and wrong, and what I think the club are doing for the future. So let's get into it. Right, let's go through all the new deals that were offered and all the contracts that have been signed. Apparently, I haven't clicked on it where I thought I did. Right. Last Monday afternoon, blah, 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 who's set to expire this summer. The first team front, Lester Guinness Walker, has been triggered his extension, which will mean he will be here next season. And another hidden gem has been offered. Imanda and Bugu, that's how I'm going to say it, the Cheeseburger Man, has been offered a new 2-year deal by the football club. I think they announced that when they got him a 1-year deal last time, that they were going to give him a new contract at the end of the season because they feel like there's an untapped potential behind him, especially from what we've seen so far, what he can do for this club moving forward. 7 years at the club, Yaku Mate is in discussion around a potential offer of a new contract. With the details of the offer of a new deal has been prepared for the experienced winger as well for a junior Hoyler. So it looks like Reading are trying to tie down Mate and they are trying to tie down Junior Hoyler. One thing I will say is Mate in League One with his height and his directness would be great, but he needs to find a way of stop getting injured because there is a massive downfall for him at the moment. Junior Hoyler as well is one of the players I think would do excellent in League One for a 1-year deal. Another winger we will need at the club if we're going to play with wingers, which I think we might do, but we'll get into that a little bit more later. Players who have left as well, Jeff Hendricks, Mohamed Aloum, Joe Lumley, Baba Rama, Torres Fauna, and Cassis Casedi. Mamma mia, Cassis Casedi. All immediately returning to their parent clubs. Also, players that have been released by Reading Football Club is Scott Dan, Luke Southwood, Shane Long. Shane Long has retired. I presume Scott Dan might do the same. Don't know. Liam Moore, shock. Lucas Gel after last week, shock. And Dejan Tetic, who have all departed with their expiring of their contracts, will not be returning. I said in last week's video that I think we should give Luke Southwood a deal, but also at the same time, I don't think that was going to happen. I did say that as well. I don't think he would have been staying, all because down to the Bowen event, where he was not convincing whatsoever about keeping him. A lot of people are talking about the clean sheets he had in League One, but if you look at the goals he's conceded as well, the amount of goals, I think it was a lot. I think that's probably why they haven't just looked at the clean sheets. There was a gentleman on Twitter. I recorded this video and about a day or so later it popped up about him and I forgot to save it, which was completely my fault. Shane Long has retired. Liam Moore was never going to sign after all of that debacle happened last season, with the owners calling him out and then him saying he weren't going to say anything. But I do want to know what's gone on. Liam Moore, if you are watching this, if you would like to come on and have a chat about what went on, please open up. I would love to have you on. I would love to have a discussion and have a full, frank conversation about what the fans have thought and what you think, and get everything out in the open. Really, yeah, come on. I will not be like normal people where they will try and suck up to you. You will get full hard conversation, and I would love to have you to come on. Now we're going on to the under 21s. Connor Boyce-Clark has been offered a 3-year contract. Why I think this is significant is because he's gone. Luke Southwood is gone. That's why I feel like he could be a ready-made number one. I don't know whether they're going to do that, but I think that's why they're going to do this, or bring in an experienced goalkeeper for next season, loan him out to a League Two club and see how he gets on. And if he does really well, we've got an option to keep him for the next season, or we can sell him for money. The 20-year-old shortstopper's first team squad towards the end of the campaign made his first team bow against Huddersfield. Can't really talk about much about his first team experience at Huddersfield because he really didn't have to do much. Left back John Clark has been offered a 1-year deal. He joined the club last summer, has made 1 appearance, might start 3 off the bench, featuring league wins and Carabao Cup defeat at Stevenage. We have definitely retained the services of Hamid Abel Salam, Adrian Akande, Harvey Collins, Matt Rowley, and Michael Sketland. The quartet have all had their extension clauses in their contracts triggered, which is good because Michael Skitland is a player I think we should be looking at. I think he's a very good player. And Harvey, okay, when I say they're really good, I've seen them live, but also Football Manager rates them really highly. We have also offered new terms to left back Matt Carson, who impressed in the trial and the under-21s last season, and also centre half Joel Dorset, who spent last season at Kilmarnock. That could be interesting. He's a very interesting fella, Joel Dorset. See, I don't know much about him, but I want to see him because there's just something about him that makes me want to play him, but I don't know why. Anyway, players leaving will be Lou Bradbury, Ethan Burnett, Josh Green, Melvin Lambert, Kian Levy, Claudio Ossio. Fuck me. Can we please get players that I can announce? My dyslexia is not doing well during these announcing these players, I tell you. Joshua Squat, I think that's Rivaldo, will be leaving. 6 under 20, under 18s now have earned professional contracts with the club. Harvey Muda, Jacob Bolgins, Tom Norcott. Is that Cowlin Vickers? Let's go with it. Jeremiah Oaken Peters and Basil Tuma. Basil Tuma is the Olympic runner who is fucking quick. And he did make his first team appearance last season. So, yeah. However, we are part of company with David Nakur. See, I swear you lot have just watched this video just so that I can butcher names. I know I had a comment last video about how I was butchering names. Yeah, I have a bad time with names. Riley Campbell, Kylie Daniel Spray, Harrison Furlong, Lewis Hutchins, Troy Murray, Zion Didikiti, and Aston Griever have all left, will be leaving their clubs, and we wish them the very best. Mark Bowen has come out with a statement at the end saying last season ended a little more than a week ago, but next season has started now. At this time of the year, we will be making difficult decisions on how we begin to shape our squad for the challenge of our next campaign. It's never easy, but essentially it's planning for the 2023-2024. Loney's first team regulars, academy hopefuls, I would like to take this opportunity to wholeheartedly thank you every single player who has given his all for the crest, and we wish them, whom we part company with, the very best in the next stages of their career. Am I shocked by any of this list? No. Am I weirdly surprised? Yeah. I never thought we would offer Yaku Mate or Junior Hoyland a new contract. I thought they would have left. But the discussion of what Yaku Mate was saying at the end of last season, that he didn't know if he was going to carry on anymore with this club and the love he has for us. See, the issue I have is we're in League One now and they have a wage structure, if I remember correctly. I need to look more into these rules. Wage structure. Is Yaku Mate going to have a decrease of weekly salary, but more of a bonus if we get promoted to make up for it? Is that a way that they can do that? We need to find a way, like American football, the NFL, where we see the players' contracts and we know how much they're getting offered, because it would make things so much easier. But I want to know is how are they going to react to everything in there? So are we just going with Yaku Mate, you're going to have a wage drop, but if we get promoted, your wages will instantly go up to this. Same with Junior Hoyler. Luke Southwood one was a bit of a sticky situation where I thought, would the club last minute do it? No. Scott Dan, we knew with the amount of injuries, Shane Long has retired. What a great servant he's been to every club he's been at. Liam Moore and Lucas Jow. Lucas Jow going out, not the best terms. Not the best terms. He scored all the goals, one of the top goal scorers we've ever had in the championship was during his time here. But my God, did he not go out in the best way as well? And Connor's Boyce Clark um, is an interesting one for me because I feel like have they offered him a 3-year deal because they think he's going to be a starter now? Or have they offered him a 3-year deal because they think they could get money from him in the future? And he's only 20. Would you throw a 20-year-old in League One in a goal in League One? I don't know. It is interesting to say the least. So yeah, that is all the players retained list. That is everything that's happened so far. I want to hear in the comments down below what you guys thought of that and where you think the club is going. We're now going to go and have a look at the the manager role that we will be going forward. And I have stats and statistics to prove my thinking. So here. Right, where am I? I'm going to look down. Right, so currently the next manager odds are, if I look down, it's because I'm looking at a different screen to show you guys. Next manager odds, favourite currently is Chris Wilder, then Danny Cowley. I will tell you why in a little bit why. I did nothing on Danny Cowley, Steve Cotterill, Luke Williams, and John O'Shea. So the reason why I haven't done Danny Cowley is what I've said on this show before. He ain't coming. My understanding and my sources have told me he ain't coming. They don't want him. They don't think he's good enough, and they don't want to have him. Chris Wilder is obviously favourite. Steve Cotterill, Luke Williams, and we also I've got a question here. Also, season ticket prices as well. It has also been confirmed that part of the Upper West will be the away fans as well, if they need it. So I presume it could mean that the Upper West, more of Club 871 can have more fans if they need it, and the Upper West will be the only place for away fans to go. Don't know yet, but we will see what happens with ticketing and that everything going forward. We've got a question here from Blue and White Wall. Thoughts on the different manager links? We're going to go through that. We will go through about playoff final and all of that in another video. And the Cardiff manager has gone. Could he be in contention for us? But he also thinks that he would be Watford manager by October. I say September. Chris Wilder, let's have a look at his record. So his sort of preferred formation is a 3-5-2 flat, which could change and go with the team that he plays. His record in League One, he's played 46 matches in League One, won 30, drew 10, lost 6 with a points total of 100. As you could tell, the last time he was in League One, he was with Sheffield United and won it. In League Two, he has 120 wins out of 273, and total he's got 430 points in League Two because he was with Northampton and Oxford. And during his time at Oxford, the highest finish he got with Oxford was 6th, and Northampton he got 1st, and then moved to Sheffield United the next season to get them 1st, and then the season after that got him 10th and then 2nd, and got him 9th in the first season in Premier League, and then got sacked the season after. Got Middlesbrough to 7th in his first season there. Didn't have a great start to the second season, but then went to Watford. But you can't really judge a record with Watford because it's fucking Watford. Next one is Sambi Loco, the Cardiff manager who recently left. He married in Qatar, then went to Rennes, where in the first season with Rennes he got them 5th, and then the second season where he got sacked, he got 14th. Went to Nottingham Forest, and with his first season got him 7th, just missing out on the playoffs. And then we're back to Qatar, where he got his team 2nd, and then come back over here to Cardiff. And in 18 games, he got 6 wins, 2 draws, 10 losses with a points a total of 10. I don't think he'd be good enough. I don't particularly want him. He has nothing on there that makes me really want to jump at the chance for him. He's good. Not quite Carlin, though. Graham Murty, another one on that list that we will be discussing. His preferred formation, according to Transfer Market, is a 4-2-3-1. Hasn't got a bad record. And for the Sunderland under-21s this season, they played 14, won 4, drawn 4, lost 6 with 16 points. Before that, he was with Rangers and got them second and third each season he was there. And with Norwich, in his first ever job, he got with Norwich under 18s. He did reasonably well there as well. So I don't know with Graham Murty. I'm very much on the fence with this one. I think it would be good, cool to have him back, but also at the same time, he hasn't really done things that really stand out for me to be an excellent League One manager, apart from being a club legend. He might be able to turn it around because he knows the club in and out and knows how to sort of get the fans on board. So that could be a love signing, but I don't particularly see him being anywhere near it. I know there's talk from a certain journalist at the moment who we will not be discussing because it has come out that he does do a lot of fake shit. So, yeah. Anyway, Steve Cottrell, preferred formation is a 3-4-1-2. Interesting. Every time he has been in League One, he's done really well. Bristol City, first season with them, got them 12th. Then the second season, won the thing. He's been with Birmingham and Bristol as well. He was with Bristol in the Championship, didn't do really well. League One with Shrewsbury, he got them 15th, 18th, and 12th. And in the Championship with Burnley, he was also a Reading manager for one game in the 04-05 season where he lost. He was Burnley manager from 2004 to 2008, where he got them 12th, 17th, 15th, 16th. And Stoke, the old first division, he got them 15th in 12 games. He's not someone I'm very much like, yeah, get him, go out your way to get him. I'm very much of, eh, eh. Luke Williams, the current Notts County manager, who just recently got promoted through the playoffs on penalties. I watched that, even though I was away. I was away for the weekend with my partner, but I needed to watch this game because I watched all the other bloody playoff games and I wanted to see this one. He was Swindon manager in 2015, and the next season after that got them 16th and 22nd in League One. In his first season with Notts County, he's taken a time away from football. Jesus, according to this, is managerial anyway. From 2016, and then got into the manager's job at Notts County, and in 46 games, he won 32, drawn 11, lost 3, with 107 points. But because Wrexham were in that league, couldn't do much more than that, could you? His preferred formation is a 3-5-2 with a very high pressing line, which if you watched a lot of their games, and I watched quite a few of them, they get caught out quite easily as well. He's very much of so the two people on this list, or the one person who I particularly and John O'Shea is also on that list, but because he hasn't had any managerial experience before, there's nothing for me to show. So the two favourites I have for this job are Chris Wilder and Steve Cottrell. But my number one priority for Reading should be, at any cost, get Chris Wilder in. I think his record in League One and what he does from getting teams promoted and the confidence he will bring, I think would be great for the club. Also, when he gets them promoted, give him 2 years after they get promoted to Premier League, um, which I think is a great element to him. I don't think you can really take a look at the Middlesbrough, Watford jobs, especially Watford. Middlesbrough first season got seventh in 29 games. Didn't have a great start to the season. Made a couple of wrong decisions with Chupa Akpom not playing him or giving him a shirt number. I think that will come back to bite him. But at the same time, his record with Oxford United, getting them 10th, 12th, 10th, 9th, 6th, slowly building them up and then going to Northampton after that 21st, 12th, and then first. Look at that big jump from 12th to then first, going from 61 points in a season to 99. And then League One, when he won the league with them, got him 100 points. From that, then getting them 69 points in the first season, lol, and then 89 points to finish second. The first season in the Premier League, getting 54 points, winning 14, drawing 12, losing 12, 54 points, getting them ninth in the league, mid-table finish, and then unfortunately getting relegated the season after. Looks like the next season after that, he went straight into Middlesbrough, got him seventh halfway through the season, goes seventh, and then not great, but got Watford 12th, especially with that team. So my number one choice for this should be Chris Wilder. I would do everything. I would break the bank for him to try and bring him in and give him what he needs to push this club moving forward. He's also been well known to help bring youths in as well. If there was quality youths, he would be happy to play them as well. So that's another person who I think we should be going for. But at the same time, I have zero clue. Should we have a look as well? Let's have a look together, right? Let's have a look at the fun ones again. Let's have a look at the fun ones. Let's share it so you guys can see it as well. Everything's gone Pete Tong, by the way, just now, because I didn't really think this through. Right, we're doing this all together. Cha cha cha. Yes, I'm listening. I am. Why is this not moving? Pause. Right, for some reason, it is not letting me look. Here we go. Right. Chris Wilder, John St. John, Luke Williams, Graham Merton, Nathan Jones. I was going to put him in, but it looks like he's going to be appointed Cardiff manager, apparently, or according to a report on here that I've just seen on Twitter, Sol Bamba has been offered the job. Well, Cardiff will be relegated next season. Richie Wellens, interested with him. He just got promoted with Leyton Orient. I don't know if they're going to go for him. Noel Hunt won't be. Cole Robson, you better fucking not. Lee Bowyer, please don't. Liam Richardson did really well with Wigan at his time there, if I remember correctly. He's also favoured for the Blackpool job, more chance of the Blackpool than us. Yeah, he's a weird one. Ian Evatt, I would like to. He's doing a fantastic job with Bolton, but he's currently in the playoffs with them. He's 150 to 1 for the England manager. He's also down there for the Hearts job as well. Neil Crikely, 20 to 1 to go back to Blackpool. Wasn't he at Blackpool last time though? No, he was under QPR, and then he went to become an assistant manager with Steven Gerrard. So he's got favourite with Blackpool, so that could be Lee Johnson. Chris Hughton, current Ghana manager. Favourite to stay there in England as well. This is fun, by the way. Joey Barton has just been suspended for the first 2 games of the season. It's also 10 to 1 on to get the Blackpool job. Sean Derry. When they put 33 to 1, you just know they've got no chance whatsoever. That's never happened. He's just been appointed, I think, Tranmere sporting director, I think, Michael Appleton. current was the former manager, is 33 to 1. He's odds on favourite for MK Dons. I don't think you could get any more odds on than MK Dons. Never won a game as manager, Colo Torre. Graham Potter. Let's have a look. He's 12 to 1 on for the Leeds job, 25 to 1 on the Man United job, 9 to 1 on the Man United, Forest 16 to 1, Reading 33, Tottenham 14 to 1, 6 to 1 on West Ham. This is fun, by the way, for me. This may not be fun for you lot, but this is fun for me just to see Sol Campbell. Let's have a look at him. One of the best, Blackpool. No, when they put 33 to 1 on him, they're just not happening. No, Jonathan Woodgate either. Robbie Fowler, Mark Warburton, who's the current assistant manager at West Ham. John Terry is the current assistant manager at Leicester. Steven Gerrard, 50 to 1 on. Hearts could be. Leeds is 12 to 1. Man United 66 to 1. You've got more chance of joining Reading than he has joining Man United. 21 on. He's odds. Jesus Christ, you could put odds on for Nottingham Forest. Interested to see if they do that. Scott Parker, Aston Villa. I don't know why he's on Aston Villa. They're not second in Emery anytime soon. Yeah. So yeah, that was a bit of fun for us to finish off with. So yeah, with that, that is the end of this episode. And what I want to say is thank you guys ever so much for joining me. I can move my hands more freely and you can see me more. Ooh. Anyway, so thank you guys ever so much for joining me. This has been Mark Talk Sport, and this has been the Reading Managers Search and Players Update. Please don't forget why you're here. There are more than 60% of you that watch this video that are not subscribed. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more notifications for when we go live. And I will see you guys for the next episode with all love, all care, and I will see you guys very, very soon.